Hi, Vanya.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm very, very tired.
Yeah. Did you not
Yeah.
get enough sleep throughout the whole week?
Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well. Something or somebody's been waking me, and they like I get up like in the middle of the night. I get up and
Mm-hmm.
but yesterday I actually just stayed up. I stayed up like talking to my friend for like 40 minutes or something. Yeah. And then I
Oh,
stayed up
okay.
some more. I was on the internet and I found like my friend from high school.
Oh.
Yeah, and this is like the second time I found him too. And I don't know what he's doing career wise. He's doing something else now, but he's supposed to be like making cartoons or something. But he has kids also. And I was trying to find a way to contact him, but I couldn't do it without giving my credit card away because LinkedIn is
Oh.
like not like Facebook or something. So I didn't do that. But sometimes it's nice to see like your peers and stuff like that, just to like gauge what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is nice. And they are not on social media. Have you tried finding them on social media?
Well, that's the thing. Like some people are and some people aren't.
Yeah, you're right.
This person
Yeah,
is.
that's right.
So sometimes people don't want to put themselves forward, because they don't want to be contacted. Like maybe they made something of themselves and they're
Yeah.
like, well, I don't want these losers like harassing me or something. But some people, they're like very friendly people and they think, oh, hey, like I have a family now and um, you know, and I'm a helpful person or something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
so some people I did find like through the years, and some people I didn't like find. And I'm
Yeah.
not like one to sit there. You know who I didn't find? Guess who I'm gonna say? Guess who I didn't find?
Your daughter?
Yeah, my daughter. And my
Yeah.
son, I found like one picture of him, and now I can't even find that picture of him anymore.
Mm,
So my daughter or
yeah.
my son, I can't find them.
Yeah.
But my son, I'm like less worried about him, because I know in the least, like, he's being supported financially. Like, he's got
Yeah.
a father with a job.
Mm-hmm.
So that counts for something. But my daughter
Yeah.
is out on her own, and I'm not sure what's her situation. If it's good or if it's bad, because I can't find her.
Yeah. That's tough. That's kind of tough about your daughter. I mean, I wish she would maybe try to reach out. That would be nice if she did.
Um, Here's the thing. I remember when I was in like really tight spots in my life with like my
Mm-hmm.
housing and just like money for food or something. I found it a lot harder. I wouldn't use like social media at all. I'd only do that in like the small intervals where I'd have like a sound like place to sleep, at least for like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, the time being.
Yeah.
So sometimes that worries me. So it could be that she just like, or it could just be me. Maybe I am not going on the right like servers on the internet. Maybe I'm like completely like not looking where she is like posting herself. She wasn't like one to like do that anyway. So but sometimes people like do that, you know anyway. So I don't know, but I couldn't find like a trace of her. And
I see.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, I see. Well, I mean, the good thing is that you're at least trying to find her.
Yeah,
So.
because I could say like, okay, I don't care, like, okay, maybe I wasn't a good mom or whatever, but I can say that I do love her, and if I had anything to share with her, I would share with her, you know, and I want her to be okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I know your 20s is very hard time because you know, especially like, I don't know if she went to college,
Yeah.
because I didn't go to
20s are very
college,
tough.
and it's a thing, you know. I'm sure you went to college in your 20s.
Yeah. Yeah, 20s are tough because it's like, technically you're no longer a teenager, but you're still figuring out your life, you know. It's a tough period overall. So it's not easy. So
Yeah, she didn't have an easy life at all, you know.
yeah.
It's sad when like your kids like live through the same crap that you did or worse crap, you know, and then you feel like stupid because you didn't do anything about it, and then you sit there and you look back and it's like, what could I have done about it, you know? Like, if only we knew then what we know now. Like, I feel like, you know, maybe I was naive towards other people, that I expect other people to be as nice as I am, and often enough they're not. But sometimes I see somebody and I think, well, I don't know, like, or I talk to somebody, like I talked to my friend yesterday, and I'm like, well, not everyone's like a pig, you know. Some people are nice, you know.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, I think that right now you are doing the best that you can with what you have. You know, all you can do is look for her, and that's it. You know, there's nothing more that you can actually do besides what you are doing.
Yeah, I'm not doing too good myself. Like, I thought I had an ear infection yesterday. My ear was like my ear was hurting, and now like I feel like my nose is like a little bit runny, and I'm like, wow, I don't deserve this. Like, you know, I'm just getting sick, you know, and it's you know, and it's all this circumstance that's you know, really not my fault, and I know I could be like a lot better health and stuff, and I was gonna ask you, do you remember I showed you that video with the police officer that I was talking to him? I was thinking about it, how like, if that never like really gets resolved, like how traumatizing that would be for me. Like, I wouldn't know how to, like, you know, and now I don't know how to like pursue it any further. Like, where should I look for this person in particular, or, you know, because I feel like you know, like the world like was so different to me like 10 years ago. I thought all these things were so much more relevant. You know, like the like visual evidence and stuff like that. I don't know. I thought it was so much more important. I thought you know, people were so much more like civil towards one another, and like I feel like I'm in a whole new world, and it's like I don't know, it's harsh, and like it it's hard to live like this. And if I, it's like a lot of information to process. And also, are people aware that it's like this, or you know that, like, law enforcement personnel could act like any way they want, or you know like they don't wonder about it, because I feel like people will be more guarded with themselves, maybe their health, like. And I feel like it would change, like, if people knew what was going on, like the markets would drop or something. Like, they'd be guarded in all sorts of ways, ranging from, like, well, should I have a kid here in America right now, to, like, ending up with, why am I buying, like, trashy clothes or something? And it's all that serious. And it's like, even if I do deal with the immediate, like, if I do eventually feel like a healthy person, like I could rest and I could eat well, and even if I do get to hug all my children, how do you deal with, like, knowledge like this, And I feel like I'm too old to be so giving. Like, there's a lot of giving personalities out there, like on YouTube and stuff. Like, I was watching, there's another one. I was watching Joe Rogan, and there was like another one, Dean Carlin or something. I didn't get to watch him yet, but they deal with a lot of, like, weird stuff, and they talk to celebrities, and it's like socio-political stuff plus some fun garbage thrown in. And there's a lot of artists too. Like, I was talking to my friend about them yesterday, like, that deal with, like, issues, and they deal with them in such a manner that it's not, like, gonna, like, cause, like, mass panic, because people are readily dismissive of them, because of their way they present their image. They think, I'm a fucking freak, right? So there's, like, Marilyn Manson. I loved Marilyn Manson. And there's Grimes. I've been liking her a lot more. And there's this other band, Skinny Puppy and Ogre. And they do deal with a lot of, like, social political issues. There's a lot of things that are very, like, going on in, like, the underworld, and there's a lot of things that, like, are freaking fucking factual, and people just don't, like deal with them, like, the ecology, or how mass populations move and converge and diverge and stuff like that. And people are just dismissive of them, because they're like, there's my freak image first statue. But I was thinking how that's, like, kindness. That's maybe, sometimes a person has no choice but to participate socially and try to let people know, their personal experience, because it's a part of them. It's a part of being human, They have no choice. They have to do it because it's, like, them. And I was thinking, like, I'm none of these people, like, but I feel like, wow, I've been through, like, a whole load of garbage, but I don't want to be like the other type of person that happens, is they get so guarded after, like, some traumatic experience, that they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to, they just get greedy and withdrawn, and that happens to a lot of people too, and I feel sorry for them, but I'm sitting here thinking, I'm fucking old. Why the fuck do I have to deal with this garbage? I'm old and I have kids, my poor kids. Why should I deal with this garbage? I didn't do anything. Why do I have to have diarrhea? Why can't I sleep through the night? So I'm just very, very mad, and I have a lot of thoughts, and I know I'm the one talking right now. If you want to, like, say something to me, you can.
Speak your mind.
And sometimes, like people, like just hate people that they think they're like, doing, like they'll excuse it. They'll think, oh, she's doing okay, he's doing okay. And then next thing you know, like, like this person's, like really sick or something. Because, I know that, like, I look okay, but sometimes people should acknowledge, like, what's real, like, what's going on, And I keep telling them, like, I don't feel that good. Like, I'm too tired for this,
Yeah.
Like, and, I know where law enforcement responsibility, like, lies, really,
Yeah. Law enforcement sucks, unfortunately. I feel
They
like
do, huh?
whenever I have had an issue, they haven't cared to solve it, So it's unfortunate.
It sucks being law enforcement too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it probably sucks.
It probably sucks because everything they do has to be exemplary. They have protocol that if they don't watch the protocol, people go, what the fuck? Like, I'm going, what the fuck? What the fuck did that man say to me, And I don't, what's worse is it's escalated to the point where now everyone's saying it to me. That's what happens when law enforcement misbehaves. If we let it go, then it's going to keep happening over and over and over again. I'm sure you agree with me. Like, what was that guy's name? George something? The guy that the police choked out? The black guy that was mentally ill? Like, if they ignored that, that would just keep happening, right? So, similarly, there's, obviously less tragic situations, but they have to do everything, like, exemplary. And God forbid, like, the only time they get away with things is when people aren't watching. But thankfully, like, technologies are evolved to the point where, like, anyone could use them. So it's not just word of mouth anymore. It's people are taping all sorts of situations.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I agree.
And people still get like argumentative about it. Some people that are like, their mind is like, but really, as people, we try to like stay on the safe side of things, So we give it some thought either way,
Yeah, it sucks. I 100% agree.
So when you see like in that situation, when you see people acting like blatantly irresponsible, like because I watched that video too. I don't know why I keep remembering it because I didn't watch any since, because I know there's been like other things with like African Americans and police, but like you could tell that they should have just left him in the vehicle. They should have locked the vehicle. It was irresponsible of him. Like, they had the right to detain him, but I hate when they play games, I hate that. I feel like what are they, like, it's not a game, you're hurting someone like this, and it should be you're doing this because you have to. You should never like play around like that. And thankfully they caught that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And law enforcement, they do a lot of shady stuff, and I'm pretty sure not everyone that works in law enforcement is like that. But I personally know a friend where they literally put drugs in his. This was some time ago when marijuana wasn't legal. They implanted drugs in his car. So, yeah, they are shady. They could be like very, very shady. So, I'm not saying that all of law enforcement is like that, but there's some sketchy people out there, and it's unfair.
Probably, I wouldn't know about that. I haven't read anything about that. I've heard stories like that where they can do that.
It happens. It happens
But
in real life.
the way I believe the court system works is just this one item is not really enough to put anybody in jail. They would have had to have some other sort of evidence of this person being dealing or something else. Because this happens, because people lie to make personal gain, you do need to compound a lot of evidence and stuff. I was gonna say something and then I totally forgot. 'Cause I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say that I read something on the internet which was wow, duh. I was reading about FBI, and all I typed was FBI. I typed FBI, stupid, swear to God. And this is first article pops up. Professionally written. This is what I'm talking about when I say there's good people out there. They wrote this professionally, and whoever's calling it biased, probably the FBI, is saying, oh, it's against FBI or law enforcement, but it's not against all law enforcement. It's just specifically FBI. It's stating that legally the FBI has the right to go on your computer and erase anything on your computer. So you could go on your computer, and most computers, they have built-in Wi-Fi, built-in Bluetooth, which is annoying now. So it makes people think should I get an old computer or what? And they could go and get rid of anything you have on that computer. So if you have say evidence against the FBI, they could go on that computer and erase all that evidence against the FBI. And
oh, wow.
They were talking about, this is a really good article. I wish I could just give you the article. If I find it again, maybe I will. And I might do that. They were talking about how that's stupid, basically, because they're talking about police. They have I forgot what it's called. Is it called transparency when the police they have to show you what they're doing and how they're doing it? The FBI don't have to do nothing like that. When they're investigating, they don't have to do anything. And it peeves me a little bit. And then they can just go on your computer and do whatever the hell they want. And one time, when I was younger, I saw a video of a guy. He got accused of child pornography. And he made a video himself. I don't know if this is a hoax or something, or if it was a real thing. He's look at my computer. My computer was just it just was frozen with a screen of FBI, blah, 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 took my computer. And they're saying it's because he has child pornography on his computer or something. That's messed up, yo. First of all, why don't you approach this man in court? Why? They won't do it either. They'll just mess with you like this because they know once they make a move like that in court, they're leaving a paper trail. Once they say, "Oh, you're a terrorist," "Oh, you're you're a computer hacker," or "You're a child pornographer," or something like that, they're leaving some sort of paper trail. And they don't like to do that. They just mess with people like that. They just take their information. Information is money too. And on top of this, in New York, there's so many FBI agents in New York. Why? And it's making it very, very hard to live. It really is. I don't know.
Yeah, that is concerning, actually. Yeah, I don't know much about, I never had any reason to Google anything relating to FBI, so you are teaching me something right now, because I don't know much about the FBI.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so are you like, I don't know. Am I pushing it with this? Am I like is this just like a concerned citizen, or am I like a paranoid freak?
No, I mean,
Cause
if the information is out there online,
yeah,
I
cause I
believe
feel
you.
like an
I believe
American. Like I have my
you.
citizenship. I feel like an American. I have my citizenship. You know.
Yeah.
I came
No, I
here when I
believe
was
you.
little. I came here like in 1989, and I feel like
Mhm.
all those rights, like they try to brainwash you in school that you have all these rights, and
Mhm.
really you have like none of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree
And
with you.
same thing,
I
like you
agree.
have all this food. Like people come here thinking, oh hell yeah, like from Mexico. They come here and they're like, we're gonna eat up, right? We're gonna be healthy AF. And who the hell is
Mhm.
healthy here? Like honestly, people are all like scared. It's like people smoke cigarettes. Like people that can afford
Mhm.
food. Why? Because they're scared of some like judgment or something. I don't know. People are really crazy. I don't know. People are really crazy here. I don't know what's happening to New York. And it's not as nice as it was either. People used to be
Yeah, I
nicer.
agree. I
Maybe it's because
agree.
I'm getting older, but like people aren't really nice to my kids either. And
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I agree with you. During the weekend, actually Thursday I went to visit. I have a sister that lives in Georgia. Her husband and her kids live in Georgia, and I actually went and visited them on Thursday, and I came back yesterday. And I'm actually thinking about maybe moving there. So that might be. I just need a slower pace of life, Like I feel like it's probably going to be a transition for me, honestly. It's probably not going to happen right now, but probably sometime this year, I might think of relocating to Georgia. They have so many different like neighborhoods that I like.
I just want to say
So
something. Wait, Dania, you have to wait for this. Are you serious? I don't
I'm
believe you.
serious.
I don't believe
I'm
you.
so serious. I'm
But you made me
serious. Why
laugh.
would
I
I lie
guess.
to
I
you?
guess you
Why
made
would
me
I?
laugh. That's something.
Why would I lie to you?
If
I'm
I'm
so serious.
laughing, it means I got the energy to laugh, right?
Yeah, I'm so serious. I literally am. I literally came back yesterday. I got back from Georgia. I went to it was my niece's birthday on the 7th. So we celebrated it during the weekend. They play soccer out there, my niece and nephew. So we went to a few of their soccer games. And it was fun. It was nice to be out there. The only thing is that
It's like that
I am.
song about the peaches. You know, going to the
Yeah.
country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches.
Yeah, I didn't have not one peach while I was in Georgia. That was the last thing on my mind.
How could you go to
But
Georgia and not eat peaches? That's like,
right,
you know.
you just reminded me. But it was such a busy weekend because we helped prep for my niece's birthday. She turns 9. We had like the soccer game. My niece and my nephew both play soccer. They both have soccer games. It was just a lot. Getting the cake, going to Walmart, doing a whole lot of stuff. So I definitely did not have not one single peach while I was in Georgia. Yeah, but it might be somewhere that I might consider moving to sometime this year. Not yet, it's gonna be a transition for me. And the good thing is that I can work remote now, so I don't have to find a new job. So that's a good thing. But yeah, it's a slower pace of life, and there's nothing I can really do about
Do you want to
just
find a
being.
new job? You're saying this like it's so easy
It's so easy. What my
to find
job?
a new job. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like your
I
job
mean,
is easier than my job.
I mean,
Why can't
I
we
like
all
my
go to
job.
Georgia and eat some peaches?
I like my job actually. So I.
That's what I'm
I make
saying.
it
And
easy.
how are you gonna leave me? You can't leave me.
Well, I'll still work. The thing is, I can just transition with my job.
You can
I
never leave me.
can work remote. I can do my job. Actually, while I was in Georgia, I worked remote while I was in Georgia because I left on Thursday, so I worked on Friday while I was there.
Wait. I'm feeling a little bit like what do you call it? Like a little devious myself. Like I feel like giving you a little story too. I watched this show, right? Like I feel like a little. I watched this show. I hope you watched this show though, because this show made me like. It's probably the reason why I'm laughing. You can't play right now because you can't play video games on Monday and every day. Okay, so I'll be off the phone in a second. I'm sorry, my son is here. He wants to play video games because it's the only fun thing he really does. So yeah, my son is here too. So I don't know, I'm laughing. I just feel like laughing with you is so much more easy than crying, because if I cry, then you're going to have a lot more concerns. So sometimes, sometimes we let all these maniacs run around just because they're laughing, right? Anyway, so like I was watching this show. It's called The Patient, and it was originally from FX. And that show just like, oh my god, like I felt like it was like church or something. Like it was so good. And I forgot who produced it, but Steve Carell is in it, and he also produced it. Steve Carell is pretty A. And also there was some other producer that produced like a lot of shows. So it was like not like a new thing or something, but they found someone that wrote this shit, excuse my language. And I was just watching it, or like my nails like this, and like just in my mouth, and like it was so good. It was called The Patient. It's about a guy. He's like a functional psychopath, and he works for like a restaurant. Well, it's not really about him. He's not the main character, but he's the other main character, and he works as like a restaurant inspector. So they're always like eating. And I'm like, with me, my diarrhea, what they eating? I'm sitting there like, what they eating? Why can't I get that? And I'm like sitting there and watching this, and so he's a serial killer.
Yeah.
And he goes and he kidnaps his therapist. That's why I'm telling you to watch it. I hope maybe you already watched it. I don't know. I know you don't gotta tell me.
I feel like I heard of this show. Like I've heard of this show.
I just want you to watch like every episode, because it's 10 episodes and it's only 20 minutes. It's so good. So he takes this therapist, and it's a Jewish guy. So it's like chock full of like tension. Like if you're from New York, it's so good for me and my anxiety watching this show, because it's full of all the issues that are eating at me. And it's got this Jewish guy, and his son like is like ultra Jewish, and Steve Carell is like obviously not, and like he kidnaps him, and he puts him in his basement, and he puts like an ankle bracelet on him. He keeps him in his basement, and he uses him for therapy because he wants to stop. He really wants to stop killing people. Like, it disgusts him, And you see how they're, like, both trying to be, like, pseudo-religious and humane, And it's just so intense. This show is, like, so beautiful. And they're always eating something. And this guy just, like, murders people, like, right in front of him. And it's just very good. You just have to watch it. Like, there's nothing bad in that show. Like, it's like a perfect, excellent show. It's on FX. Maybe I'll watch more FX because of this. But I feel like that show was like made for me. Yeah, it was on FX. It's called The Patient. It was on FX. I watched it on Hulu because Hulu's like what I have. So I don't know. That's why I'm saying maybe you watched it like way before me. Like a ton of people watched it way before me. But it was so exciting for me to see this show. It was so good, Sometimes you need something else, and it kind of it's sometimes when you see your anxieties outside yourself, and they're so well portrayed, that it kind of relieves you. So that's what I felt like about the show. I just feel like throwing like a bouquet of roses at it or something. Like it was such a good show. Like it was just so like uncanny, you know, that somebody would write this perfection, you know, and I just wanted to tell you about it because it's got a therapist. And it's got like, I'm not saying I'm not like going out and like axing people or anything. I'm not gonna ax anyone anything.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. I have Hulu, so I'm always trying to find something to watch. And I get so bored easily if something doesn't grasp my attention immediately, like at least in the first episode or two. So I usually many times I'll start a show and then I'll just never continue because if it doesn't grasp my attention, I usually get bored. But I'll look into it. It's on Hulu, you said, right?
Yeah. It's really good.
I feel like I heard that name before. Like, I feel like I heard that name. Probably somebody else might have recommended it or something. So, I'll look into it.
You must have. I know you have, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Like, you sat there. Maybe you didn't get the same emotion from it. Maybe in like, because some people maybe they would get anxiety from watching this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I don't know why I'm recommending this to you. You know, and the characters are just like so well made because you could tell they're both not really bad people, and even the psychopath, like he's very functional and he cares, and the Jewish therapist too, you know, he has a family and everything. So but I feel like that show was made for me, and I just wanted to let you know that I watched it, and I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna say something really retarded, but I hope we all go to Georgia to eat some peaches, but I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, my plan is to maybe sometime this year. My plan is it's gonna be a slow move, but my plan is to at least I'm exploring moving out there, you know. So we'll see. Yes, but we'll speak next week, Ilona.
Okay, take care.
All right, bye bye.